रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ्य इति नेत्रम् त्रिसामासामगः सामेति कवचम् आनन्दं परब्रह्मेति योनिः ऋतुः सुदर्शनः काल इति दिग्बन्धः श्रीविश्वरूप इति ध्यानम् श्रीमहाविष्णुप्रीत्यर्थे सहस्रनाम जपे विनियोगः ध्यानम् क्षीरोदन्वत्प्रदेशे शुचिमणिविलसत्सैकते मौक्तिकानाम् मालाकृप्तासनस्थः स्फटिकमणिनिभैर्मौक्तिकैर्मण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरभ्रैरदभ्रैरुपरि विरचितैर्मुक्तपीयूषवशैः आनन्दीनः पुनीयादरिनलिनगदाशङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः भूः पादौ यस्य नाभिर्पियदसुरनिलश्चन्द्रसूर्यौ च नेत्रे कर्णावाशाः शिरोद्यौर्मुखमपि दहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः अन्तस्थं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरखगोभोगिगन्धर्वदैत्यैः चित्रं रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गम् लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यम् वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् मेघश्यामं पीतकौशेयवासं श्रीवत्साङ्गं कौस्तुभोद्भासिताङ्गम् पुण्योपेतं पुण्डरीकायताक्षं विष्णुं वन्दे सर्वलोकैकनाथम् नमः समस्तभूतानामादिभूताय भूभृते अनेकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे सशङ्खचक्रं सकिरीटकुण्डलं सपीतवस्त्रं सरसीरुहेक्षणम् सहारवक्षस्थलशोभिकौस्तुभं नमामि विष्णुं शिरसा चतुर्भुजम् छायायां पारिजातस्य हेमसिंहासनोपरि आसीनमम्बुदश्याममायताक्षमलङ्कृतम् चन्द्राननं चतुर्बाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्कितवक्षसम् रुक्मिणी सत्यभामाभ्यां सहितं कृष्णमाश्रये। विश्वं विष्णुर्वषट्कारो भूतभव्यभवत्प्रभुः भूतकृद्भूतभृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागतिः अव्ययः पुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञोऽक्षर एव च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंहवपुः श्रीमान् केशवः पुरुषोत्तमः सर्वः शर्वः शिवस्थाणुर्भूतादिर्निधिरव्ययः सम्भवो भावनो भर्ता प्रभवः प्रभुरीश्वरः स्वयंभूः शम्भुरादित्यः पुष्कराक्षो महास्वनः अनादिनिधनो धाता विधाता धातुरुत्तमः अप्रमेयो हृषीकेशः पद्मनाभो मरप्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा स्थविष्ठः स्थविरो ध्रुवः अग्राह्यः शाश्वतः कृष्णो लोहिताक्षः प्रदर्दनः प्रभूतस्त्रिककुब्धाम पवित्रं मङ्गलं परम् ईशानः प्राणदः प्राणो ज्येष्ठः श्रेष्ठः प्रजापतिः हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमः क्रमः अनुत्तमो दुराधश्च कृतघ्नः कृतिरात्मवान् सुरेशः शरणं शर्म विश्वरेताः प्रजाभवः अहः संवत्सरोऽप्यालः प्रत्ययः सर्वदर्शनः अजः सर्वेश्वरः सिद्धः सिद्धिः सर्वादिरच्युतः वृषा कपिरमेयात्मा सर्वयोगविनिःसृतः वसुर्वसुमनाः सत्यः समात्मा संवितः समः अमोघः पुण्डरीकाक्षो वृषकर्मा वृषाकृतिः रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनिःशुचिश्रवाः अमृतः शाश्वतस्थाणुर्वरारोहो महातपाः सर्वगः सर्वविद्भानुर्विश्वक्सेनो जनार्दनः वेदो वेदविदव्यङ्गो वेदाङ्गो वेदवित्कविः लोकाध्यक्षः सुराध्यक्षो धर्माध्यक्षः कृताकृतः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूहश्चतुर्दंष्ट्रश्चतुर्भुजः भ्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदादिजः अनघो विजयो जेता विश्वयोनिः पुनर्वसुः उपेन्द्रो वामनः प्रांशुः अमोघः शुचिरूर्जितः अतीन्द्रः सङ्ग्रहः सर्गो धृतात्मा नियमो यमः वेद्यो वैदा योगी वीरः माधवो मधुः अतीन्द्रियो महामायो महोत्साहो महाबलः महाबुद्धिर्महावीर्यो महाशक्तिर्महाद्युतिः अनिर्देश्य वपुः श्रीमानमेयात्मा महात्रिधृक् महेश्वासो महीभर्ता शिवासः सतां गतिः अनिरुद्धः सुरानन्दो गोविन्दो गोविदाम्पतिः मरीचिर्तमनोहंसः सुवर्णो भुजगोत्तमः हिरण्यनाभः सुतपाः पद्मनाभः प्रजापतिः अमृत्युः सर्वदृक्सिंहः सन्धाता सन्धिमान् स्थिरः अजो दुर्मर्षणः शास्ता विश्रुतात्मा सुरारिः गुरुर्गुरुतमो धाम सत्यः सत्यपराक्रमः निमिषो निमिषस्रग्वी वाचस्पतिरुदारधीः अग्रणीर्ग्रामणी श्रीमान् न्यायो नेता समीरणः सहस्रमूर्धा विश्वात्मा सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपाद आवर्तनो निवृत्तात्मा संवृतः सम्प्रमर्दनः अहः संवर्तको वह्निरनिरोधरणीधरः सुप्रसादः प्रसन्नात्मा विश्वधृक् विश्वभुक् विभुः सत्कर्ता सत्कृतः साधुर्जह्नुर्नारायणो नरः असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्टः शिष्टकृच्छुचिः सिद्धार्थ सिद्ध संकल्पः सिद्धिदः सिद्धिसाधनः वृषाही वृषभो विष्णुर्वृषपर्वा वृषोदरः वर्धनो वर्धमानश्च विविक्तः श्रुतिसागरः सुभुजो दुर्धरो वाग्मी महेन्द्रो वसुदो वसुः नैकरूपो बृहद्रूपः शिबिविष्टः प्रकाशनः ओजस्तेजोद्युतिधरः प्रकाशात्मा प्रतापनः वृद्धः स्पष्टाक्षरो मन्त्रः चन्द्रांशुर्भास्करद्युतिः अमृतांशूद्भवो भानुः शशबिन्दुः सुरेश्वरः औषधं जगतः सेतुः सत्यधर्मपराक्रमः भूतभव्यभवन्नाथः पवनः पावनो कामः कामः कामकृत्कान्तः कामः कामप्रदः प्रभुः युगादिकृत्युगावर्तो नैकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्तरूपश्च सहस्रचिदनन्तचित् इष्टो विशिष्टः शिष्टेष्टः शिखण्डी नहुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युतः प्रथितः प्राणः प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपानिधिरधिष्ठानमप्रमत्तः प्रतिष्ठितः स्कन्दस्कन्दधरो धुर्यो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेवो बृहद्भानुरादिदेवः पुरन्दरः अशोकस्तारणस्तारः शूरः शौरिर्जनेश्वरः अनुकूलः शतावर्तः पद्मी पद्मनिभेक्षणः पद्मनाभोरविन्दाक्षः पद्मगर्भः शरीरभृत् महर्धिर्वृद्धो वृद्धात्मा महाक्षो गरुडध्वजः अतुलः शरभो भीमः समयज्ञो हविर्हरिः सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्यो लक्ष्मीवान् समितिञ्जयः विक्षरो रोहितो मार्गो हेतुर्दामोदरः सहः महीधरो महाभागो वेगवानमिताशनः उद्भवः क्षोभणो देवः श्रीगर्भः परमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः व्यवसायो व्यवस्थानः संस्थानः स्थानदो ध्रुवः परर्तिः परमस्पष्टः तुष्टः पुष्टः शुभेक्षणः रामो विरामो विरतो मार्गो नेयो नयोनयः वीरः शक्तिमतां श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः वैकुण्ठः पुरुषः प्राणः प्राणदः प्रणवः पृथुः हिरण्यगर्भः शत्रुघ्नो व्याप्तो वायुरथोक्षजः ऋतुः सुदर्शनः कालः परमेष्ठी परिग्रहः उग्रः संवत्सरो दक्षो विश्रामो विश्वदक्षिणः विस्तारस्थावरस्थाणुः प्रमाणं बीजमव्ययम् अर्थोऽनर्थो महाकोशो महाभोगो महाधनः अनिर्विण्णस्तविष्ठो भूर्धर्मयूपो महामखः नक्षत्रनेमिर्नक्षत्री क्षमः क्षामः समीहनः यज्ञ इज्यो महेज्यश्च क्रतुः सत्रं सताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी विमुक्तात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम् सुव्रतः सुमुखः सूक्ष्मः सुघोषः सुखदः सुहृद् मनोहरो जितक्रोधो वीरबाहुर्विदारणः स्वापनः स्ववशो व्यापी नैकात्मा नैककर्मकृत् वत्सरो वत्सलो वत्सी रत्नगर्भो धनेश्वरः धर्मगुप्धर्मकृद्धर्मी सदसक्षरमक्षरम् अविज्ञाता सहस्रांशुर्विधाता कृतलक्षणः गभस्तिनेमिः सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभृद्गुरुः उत्तरोगो ज्ञानगम्यः पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृद्भोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः सोमपोऽमृतपः सोमः पुरुजित्पुरुसत्तमः विनयो जयः सत्यसन्धो दाशार्हः सात्वतां पतिः जीवो विनयिता साक्षी मुकुन्दो मितविक्रमः अम्भो निधिरनन्तात्मा महोदधिशयोऽन्तकः अजो महार्हः स्वाभाव्योचितामित्रः प्रमोदनः आनन्दो नन्दनो नन्दः सत्यधर्मा त्रिविक्रमः महर्षिः कपिलाचार्यः कृतज्ञो मेदिनीपतिः त्रिपदस्त्रिदशाध्यक्षो महाशृङ्गः कृतान्तकृत् महावराहो गोविन्दः सुषेणः कनकाङ्गदी गुह्यो गभीरो गहनो गुप्तश्चक्रगदाधरः वेदः स्वाङ्गोजितः कृष्णो दृढः सङ्कर्षणोच्युतः वरुणो वारुणो वृक्षः पुष्कराक्षो महामनाः भगवान् भगहानन्दी वनमाली हलायुधः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्यः सहिष्णुर्गतिसत्तमः सुधन्वा खण्डपरशुर्दारुणो द्रविणप्रदः दिवि स्पृक्सर्पदृग्व्यासो वाचस्पतिरयो निजः त्रिसामासामगः सामनिर्वाणं भेषजं हिषग सन्न्यासकृच्छमः शान्तो निष्ठा शान्तिः परायणम् शुभाङ्गः शान्तिदः स्रष्टा कुमुदः कुवलेशयः गोहितो गोपतिर्गोप्ता वृषभाक्षो वृषप्रियः अनिवर्ती निवृत्तात्मा संक्षेप्ता क्षेमकृच्छिवः श्रीवत्सवक्षः श्रीवासः श्रीपतिः श्रीमताम्बरः श्रीदः श्रीशः श्रीनिवासः श्रीनिधिः श्रीविभावनः श्रीहरः श्रीकरः श्रेयः श्रीमान् लोकत्रयाश्रयः स्वक्षः स्वङ्गः शतानन्दो नन्दिर्ज्योतिर्गणेश्वरः विजितात्मा विधेयात्मा सत्कीर्तिश्चिन्न संशयः उदीर्णः सर्वतश्चक्षुरनीशः शाश्वतस्थिरः भूषयो भूषणो भूतिर्विशोकः शोकनाशनः अर्चिष्मानर्चितः कुम्भो विशुद्धात्मा विशोधनः अनिरुद्धो प्रतिरथः प्रद्युम्नोमितविक्रमः कालनेमिनिहावीरः शौरिः शूरजनेश्वरः त्रिलोकात्मा त्रिलोकेशः केशवः केशिहा हरिः कामदेवः कामपालः कामीकान्तः कृतागमः अनिर्देश्य वपुर्विष्णुः वीरोऽनन्तो धनञ्जयः ब्रह्मण्यो ब्रह्मकृद्ब्रह्मा ब्रह्म ब्रह्म विवर्धनः ब्रह्मविद् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्राह्मणप्रियः महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेजा महोरगः महाक्रतुर्महायज्वा महायज्ञो महाहविः स्तव्यस्तव प्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोतारणप्रियः पूर्णः पूरयिता पुण्यः पुण्यकीर्तिरनामयः मनोजवस्तीर्थकरो वसुरेता वसुप्रदः वसुप्रदो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमनाहविः सद्गतिः सत्कृतिः सत्ता सद्भूतिः सत्परायणः शूरसेनो यदुश्रेष्ठः सन्निवासः सुयामुनः भूतावासो वासुदेवः सर्पासुलिलयो नलः दर्पः दर्पदो दृप्तो दुर्धरोधापराजितः विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिः दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्तः शतमूर्तिः शताननः एकोनैकः सवः कः किं यत्तत्पदमनुत्तमम् लोकबन्धुर्लोकनाथो माधवो भक्तवत्सलः सुवर्ण स्वर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चन्दनाङ्गदी वीरः विषमः शून्यो हृदाशीरजलश्चलः अमानी मानदो मान्यो लोकस्वामी त्रिलोकधृग सुमेधा मेधजो धन्यः सत्यमेधाधराधरः तेजो वृषोद्युतिधरः सर्वशस्त्रभृताम्बरः प्रग्रहो निग्रहो व्यग्रो नैकशृङ्गो गदाग्रजः चतुर्मूर्तिः चतुर्बाहुः चतुर्व्यूहः चतुर्गतिः चतुरात्मा चतुर्भावः चतुर्वेदविदेकपात् समावर्तो निवृत्तात्मा दुर्जयो दुरतिक्रमः दुर्लभो दुर्गमो दुर्गो दुरावासो दुरारिः शुभाङ्गो लोकसारङ्गः सुतन्तुस्तन्तुवर्धनः इन्द्रकर्मा महाकर्मा कृतकर्मा कृतागमः उद्भवः सुन्दरः सुन्दो रत्ननाभः सुलोचनः अर्को वाजसनः शृङ्गी जयन्तः सर्वविजयी सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभ्यः सर्ववागीश्वरेश्वरः महाहृदो महागर्तो महाभूतो महानिधिः कुमुदः कुन्दरः कुन्दः पर्जन्यः पावनोऽनिलः अमृताशोऽमृतवपुः सर्वज्ञः सर्वतोमुखः सुलभः सुव्रतः सिद्धः शत्रुजिच्छत्रुतापनः न्यग्रोधोदुम्बरोऽश्वत्थः चाणूरान्ध्रनिषूदनः सहस्रार्चिः सप्तजिह्वः सप्तैदाः सप्तवाहनः अमूर्तिरनघो चिन्त्यो भयकृद्भयनाशनः अणुर्बृहत्कृशः स्थूलो गुणभृन्निर्गुणो महान् अधृतः स्वधृतः स्वास्यः प्राग्वंशो वंशवर्धनः हारभृत्कथितो योगी योगीशः सर्वकामदः आश्रमः श्रमणः क्षामः सुपर्णो वायुवाहनः धनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदो दण्डो दमयितादमः अपराजितः सर्वसहो नियन्ता नियमो यमः सत्त्ववान् सात्विकः सत्यः सत्यधर्मपरायणः अभिप्रायः प्रियार्होः प्रियकृत्प्रीतिवर्धनः विहाय स गतिर्ज्योतिः सुरुचिर्हुतभुग्विभुः रविर्विरोचनः सूर्यः सवितारविलोचनः अनन्तो हुतभुग्भोक्ता सुखदो नैकजोऽग्रजः अनिर्जीलोकाधिष्ठानमद्भुतः सनातनतमः कपिः स्वस्तिदः स्वस्तिकृत् स्वस्ति स्वस्तिभुक् स्वस्ति दक्षिणः अरौद्रः कुण्डली चक्री विक्रम्यूर्जितशासनः शब्दातिगः शब्दसः शिशिरः शर्वरीकरः अक्रूरः पेशलो दक्षो दक्षिणः क्षमिणाम्बरः विद्वत्तमो वीतभयः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः उत्तारणो दुष्कृतिः पुण्यो दुःस्वप्ननाशनः वीरः रक्षणः सन्तो जीवनः पर्यवस्थितः अनन्तरूपोऽनन्तश्रीर्जितमन्युर्भयापहः चतुरश्रो गभीरात्मा विदिशो व्यादिशो दिशः अनाधिर्भूर्भुवो लक्ष्मीः सुवीरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्माधिर्भीमो भीमपराक्रमः आधारनिलयो धाता पुष्पहासः प्रजागरः ऊर्ध्वगः सत्पथाचारः प्राणदः प्रणवः पणः यः प्राणभृत्प्राणजीवनः तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदेकात्मा जन्म मृत्युजरादिगः भूर्भुवः स्वस्तरुस्सारः सविता प्रपितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्वा यज्ञाङ्गो यज्ञवाहनः यज्ञभृत्यज्ञकृत्यग्नि यज्ञभुग्यज्ञसाधनः यज्ञान्तकृत्यज्ञगुह्यमन्नमन्नाद एव च आत्मयोनिः स्वयं जातो वैखानः सामगायनः देवकीनन्दनः स्रष्टा क्षितीशः पापनाशनः शङ्खभृन्नन्दकी चक्रीशार्ङ्गधन्वा गदाधरः रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ्यः सर्वप्रहरणायुधः श्रीसर्वप्रहरणायुधः ॐ नम इति वनमाली गदीशार्गी शङ्खी चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमाली गदीशार्गी शङ्खी चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमाली गदीशार्गी शङ्खी चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु श्रीवासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु ॐ नम इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानामशेषेण प्रकीर्तितम् य इदं शृणुयान्नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुत्रेह च मानवः वेदान्तको ब्राह्मणः स्यात् क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमृद्धः स्यात् शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्ममर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी चाप्नुयात् प्रजाः भक्तिमान् यः सदोत्थाय शुचिस्तद्गतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नामेतत् प्रकीर्तयेत् यशः प्राप्नोति विपुलं मान्यमेव च अचलां श्रियमाप्नोति श्रेयः प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमम् न भयं क्वचिदाप्नोति वीर्यं तेजश्च विन्दति भवत्यरोगोद्युतिमान् बलरूपगुणान्वितः रोगार्तो मुच्यते रोगात् बद्धो मुच्येत बन्धनात् भयान्मुच्येत भीतस्तु मुच्येतापन्न आपदः दुर्गाण्यतितरत्याशु पुरुषः पुरुषोत्तमम् स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्तिसमन्वितः वासुदेवाश्रयो मर्त्यो वासुदेवपरायणः सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा याति ब्रह्म सनातनम् न वासुदेवभक्तानामशुभं विद्यते क्वचित् जन्म मृत्युजरा व्याधि भयं नैवोपजायते इमं स्तवमधीयानः श्रद्धा भक्तिसमन्वितः युज्यतात्मसुखक्षान्तिः श्रीधृतिस्मृतिकीर्तिभिः न क्रोधो न च मात्सर्यं न लोभो नाशुभामतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां पुरुषोत्तमे द्यौः स चन्द्रार्कनक्षत्राखं दिशो भूर्महोदधिः वासुदेवस्य वीर्येण विधृतानि महात्मनः ससुरासुरगन्धर्वं स यक्षोरगराक्षसम् जगद्वशे वर्तते तं कृष्णस्य सचराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिः सत्त्वं तेजो बलं धृतिः वासुदेवात्मकान्याहुः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञ एव च सर्वागमानामाचारः प्रथमं परिकल्पते आचारप्रभवो धर्मो धर्मस्य प्रभुरच्युतः ऋषयः पितरो देवा महाभूतानि धातवः जङ्गमाजङ्गमं चेदं जगन्नारायणोद्भवम् योगो ज्ञानं तथा साङ्ख्यं विद्याः शिल्पादिकर्म च वेदाः शास्त्राणि विज्ञानमेतत् सर्वं जनार्दनात् एको विष्णुर्महद्भूतं पृथग्भूतान्यनेकशः त्रिलोकान् व्याप्य भूतात्मा भुङ्क्ते विश्वभुगव्ययः इमं स्तवं भगवतो विष्णोर्व्यासेन कीर्तितम् पठेद्य इच्छेत् पुरुषः श्रेयः प्राप्तुं सुखानि च विश्वेश्वरमजं देवं जगतः प्रभुमव्ययम् भजन्ति ये पुष्कराक्षं न ते यान्ति पराभवम् न ते यान्ति पराभवम् ॐ नमः इति अर्जुन उवाच पद्मपत्र विशालाक्ष पद्मनाभसुरोत्तम भक्तानामनुरक्तानां त्राता भव जनार्दन श्रीभगवानुवाच यो मां नाम सहस्रेण स्तोतुमिच्छति पाण्डव सोऽहमेकेन श्लोकेन स्तुत एव न संशयः स्तुत एव न संशय ॐ नमः इति व्यास उवाच वासनात् वासुदेवस्य वासितं भुवनत्रयम् सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तु ते श्रीवासुदेव नमोऽस्तु ॐ नमः इति पार्वत्युवाच येनोपायेन लघुना विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रकम् पठ्यते पण्डितैर्नित्यं श्रोतुमिच्छाम्यहं प्रभो ईश्वर उवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ॐ नमः इति ब्रह्म उवाच नमोऽस्त्वनन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्षिशिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः ॐ नमः इति सञ्जय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वरः कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तोगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे आर्ता विषण्णाः शिथिलाश्च भीताः घोरेषु च व्याधिषु वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमात्रं विमुक्तदुःखाः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि इति श्रीविष्णोर्दिव्यसहस्रनामस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्।
श्री गुरुचरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार भरणु रघुबर विमल यश जोदायक फलचार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिकै सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बलधामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा भिराजे कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिपे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिपे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंह दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जी आए श्री रघुवीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रो यश गाओ अस कही श्रीपति कंठ लगाओ सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित ईशा यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कही सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राज पद दीन्हा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण मारा लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माई जलधि लांघि गय अजर जनाई दुर्गम काज जगत के ते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम रे ते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे हो तन आज्ञा बिन पैसारे सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आप तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनाए राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे ता सुगमित जीवन फल पावे सारो युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के धाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुमरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के धाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुमरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुपतिपुर जाई जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई यह शत बार पाठ कर जोई छूटहि बंधि महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीशा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय मणेरा की जय नाथ हृदय मणेरा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की 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 हनुमान की हनुमान
Jai Sriman Narayana. With my Sastanga Pramanams to our Acharya, we all enjoyed the divine dance by Dr. Chinna, both Vishnu Sahasranam and Hanuman Chalisa. She flew from the Coimbatore to dance before our Acharya. She was calling us, me and Sriman Krishna, for last 2 years to dance before our Swamiji. Though we could not get a chance before the Swamiji to dance in Hyderabad, all the destiny, she got an opportunity to dance before our Acharya today evening. We humbly request our Swamiji to bless Dr. Chinna. Before that, we request Mr. Rajendran Garu from Salem to honor our Swamiji.
Jai Sriman Narayana. Is the performance wonderful? Then give a big round of applause. There are two reasons. One, normally of course we see many dance programs. But when the dance program is there, of course they do for 10 minutes or 15 minutes and then they stop. And then a team will be changed, new team comes, again they perform for some time and again they come, they do. But Dr. Archana ji did the whole Vishnu Sahasranamam right from the beginning till the end with no stop in the middle and followed by Hanuman Chalisa. You know, this is something unique. And second thing is, remembering the whole Sahasranama, the meanings, the words, and whatever the word says, that has to be exhibited in her performance. It should go together, right? So, remembering the words first, remembering the meanings next, and putting them in the action is the third, and the flow. So this is something, a great probably effort that Dr. Archana ji put. We are so delighted to see the performance. Of course, there may be some Pata Bhedas here and there, but that is not really much concerned, it's ignorable. And she is a doctor of a profession, a naturopathy doctor. Being a doctor and learning the art and also the words, the Sanskrit, the stotra, and then performing these things since probably a few years. It is really worth enjoying. There are so many programs, of course, we see every day. But a few things are just for the sake of performance, they do. Vishnu Sahasranamam is very close to our heart, always, of course, not today, but since beginning. And we have experienced the power of Vishnu Sahasranamam, and we always, we always live for that. Many people come to us and ask us, Swamiji, this is our problem, what can we do for this? This is our problem, what can we do for this? We always suggest only one thing. We always chant Sahasranamam If you are interested, chant Sahasranamam. Just simple. We never go with so many mantras, we never go with so many stotras, we never go with so many chantings and many other performances, etc. We always believe in Sahasranamam, and of course we always do that, and we always ask people also to do that. And when I heard that some person, I didn't know that Dr. Archanaji, but somebody is doing something on Vishnu Sahasranama, we wanted to be there and just see the whole thing. But of course, something stopped us, and we became just 10 minutes late. And our Ravi Reddy Garu was calling, Swamiji, where are you? Of course, we are on the way, but there are so many speed breakers, now and there, here and there. So crossing all through the speed breakers, and then we ultimately reached here, and just we saw the whole performance. And very wonderful it is. From her part, it is absolutely incredible. But what about us? If it is a kadhai, then of course we will be listening, we understand the meanings, and then of course we enjoy. This is a stotram. And we don't know what is the meaning of those words, right? Avijñāta, we know the chanting. For us, chanting goes on and on like that, isn't it? So if we start at Visvam Vishnur, Sarva Praharanayadaha, it completes, and then we didn't understand what names we really chanted. Most of the time, that's what happens. Mechanical chanting will happen. But if at all we understand the meanings of the words, that's it. We lose the track. Then we cannot go forward. And then we miss the slokas. We miss the stotras. For her, she cannot miss. Because she has to just exhibit the meaning of the word which we have to understand. We have to understand. That means, first we need to know the stotra, we need to understand the meanings of those words, what those words are saying, what those namas are, just talking about the great quality of the Lord, because yani namani gaunani vikhyatani. Each name is talking about a specific quality of the Lord. Thousands of qualities. There are a few words which appear like a repentance. Right? There are some commentators who wrote about Vishnu Sahasranama, and they thought, there are so many names which are repeated again and again. Vedavyasa may not be knowing Sanskrit properly, and may not be a perfect poet, so that he can create new names and write. But unfortunately, Vedavyasa did not write Sahasranama Stotra as a poet. That is what we need to understand. He did not write Vishnu Sahasranama as there are so many thousands of Sahasranamas in the world. Actually, it is not written by even Vedavyasa. Rishibhi Parigitani. All those names are the results of the penance conducted by the great sages for thousands and thousands of years. And then they have got a kind of experience in their heart. And that experience overflowed. And it came out as a divine name. It is the result of the experience of that specific sage. And when that sage experienced and outpoured, and his disciples around just noted down, they recorded. And then when they tried, they got similar experiences. You know, probably you might have heard Ramayana, isn't it? How many of you heard Ramayana? Many of you. That's great. Valmiki, when he was about to take snanam in the river Tamasa, and then he saw a hunter shooted a bird, fell down, and there was bleeding, and again the lady bird was, just going around and just was crying. And he was not able to bear with the pain of the bird, and he took it as his own pain, and then something came out of his mouth. He didn't know what exactly it is. Ma nishada pratishthantva magamas saswati samaha yat krauncha midhuna dekam avadhi kama mohit. He spoke out something. But even he didn't know what did he speak. It came out. And there is a disciple behind him called Bharadwaj. And that Bharadwaja noted it down. Because it looked something new, something strange. Coming in an order like 8 letters in one line. And then in another line 8 letters, another line 8 letters, another line 8 letters in a specific format called Anustup. It was not heard of, from the humans coming like that. It was there in Vedas, but not from humans. That is something came out of his guru, Valmiki. So he was a smart guy and just took the note of that. Maybe he is a stenographer. So he just noted that. And then when he came back, and then he asked, what happened to me? Why did I curse a hunter? After all, the duty of a hunter is to shoot birds. And he did his job. Why I became so emotional? And did you remember what did I said then? I said, yes, sir. I remembered, I noted down. And then he showed that. My God, what is this? What is this? Then came Brahmaji. And then he said, hey, this is not your effort, it is my effort. It is because of me. I instructed Saraswati to be on your tongue and bring out some mantras from your tongue. That's what it came. Me? Saraswati? Why? He said, because there is a purpose. And of course the story goes on like that. And something came out. And a disciple was there to note it down. And then it became a big historic called Sri Ramayana. And of course having 24,000 slokas like that. Each one name of Vishnu Sahasranama came out like that from this great sages. One sage, brought out something as a result of his own penance. And whenever he chanted that, that experience was there with him. And he was able to transform that same experience to the people who chanted. And they were with those people. It was the great sage Veda Vyasa who during his lifetime met with all those great sages and collected their experiences and then put them in the order like a garland. And then he was chanting for himself, for his own sake. And he became so great, we know it very well, right? Vishnu Sahasranama is not a poet's composition taking a pen and paper And because he knows some Sanskrit, so he composed some slokas and then chanted that as a Sahasranama. There are many other Sahasranamas. There is Govinda Sahasranama, there is a Rama Sahasranama, there is a Lakshmi Sahasranama. There are thousands of Sahasranamas. All probably they might have written like that, but not Vishnu Sahasranama. Vishnu Sahasranama is not just somebody's work. It is the collection of experiences. Experiences. Each name got experience of thousands of years of a specific sage. Looks like repetition. If you take some names like Nivrittatma, 4 times it comes in, 4 times. But each name is unique. One Nivrittatma is not the other Nivrittatma. That's a different thing. So some people said, why 4 times waste? Why should we chant it 4 times, energy waste? So let them be not 1000 names. Let us make them as 800 plus names. Finish. Close. Some people did so. But Vishnu Sahasranama is not like that. Every name is unique. Every name has a specific quality to talk about in multifold ways. So, remembering those different types of meanings of those words and displaying that in the form of a posture, this is something unique. And we appreciate Srimati Dr. Archana ji for that great effort that she is trying to put. And, you know, before seeing that performance, we should all, first of all, get Sahasranama Stotra book, do a kind of exercise like read the meanings of all the words. You understand? As a student prepares himself for the examination, thus first of all we should all read the Sahasranama and understand the meanings, then sit down here to see that performance. Then we understand what she shows is, you know, in accordance with the meaning of the word or not. And if we did not actually go through such a kind of initial effort, I think what she performs looks like a normal dance, but it's not a normal dance. It's not just a kuchipudi, it's not something that is a kind of performance. It is probably an outpouring of devotion. It is an immersive experience of divine qualities of Lord. Otherwise, how come it comes? It's very impossible. So, it's so beautiful. It is a lesson for all of us, you know, in a way. She is giving a lesson to all of us. Hey, learn Sahasranama first. Understand the meanings of those Sahasranama and then keep it ready. Then I come for performance. Then you can tell whether I am performing properly or not. Yes, madam? Then only we are able to understand that. I think this reminds us with a historic incident that happened probably 1300 years before. How many of you heard about Nathamuni Swami? Nathamuni Swami. Okay, before that, how many of you heard about the Acharya of the great Ramanuja Swami? Do you know? Who was he? Yamunacharya Swami. Who was the Ramanuja's guru? Yamunacharya Swami. Actually, it was that Yamunacharya Swami who his 3 fingers after he left the body, and then it was Ramanuja who took pledges and then opened those 3 fingers. So this is a story what the other day we saw here. Did you remember that? That's good. That Yamunacharya Swami's grandfather called Natha Muni Swami, who lived for 300 years. Probably he must be a naturopathy doctor. Like Archanaji. So, he was a very great jnani, yogi and bhakta also. He was very great person. And he was, of course, always immersed in the devotion of Lord Krishna. So he used to live in Gokulam, right? Sometimes in Vrindavan, sometimes in Govardhan. In Govardhan there is a cave where probably he was living. Marwadi people, they worship a deity called Srinath Ji. सुना? श्रीनाथ जी ऐसा बोलते हैं. That Srinath Ji was the deity worshipped by Natha Muni Swami at Vrindavan. And of course, after him, that deity was moved to Rajasthan. Because it was Natha Muni's Swami, the deity became Srinath Ji. Actually, he is Lord Krishna, but he became Srinath Ji. That's okay, that is a story. So, he was living there, always serving the Lord and always immersed in the divine qualities of the Lord Krishna. But of course, he belongs to Tamil Nadu anyway. He born at Kattumannar Kovil. And sometimes he used to come here, visit all the Divya Desas, and just he used to enjoy the divinity of the Lord in different forms at different places, etc. But one day, when he was in the tour to south, and there was of course a king, and there were 2 ladies who were probably learned Kuchipudi or Bharatanatyam, I don't know. But they were wonderful dancers and also singers. So, they visited that king expecting that king should support them. Because in those days, it was only the kings who were supporting all these kinds of, arts. That's how they were flourishing, arts were flourishing. And they both went to the king's court, and then they requested him that, that we are like this, we can sing beautiful songs. One mastered that Deva Raga, and one mastered, of course, what we commonly listen to, the normal ragas. So the king said, okay, come on, give a performance, and if I think all our judges like it, then that is okay. Then they performed. But when they experienced the Deva Raga, it did not taste much. They could not actually experience the essence of that. But when they listen to the Manusha Ragas, of course, they know it very well, as I think probably when she was performing Vishnu Sahasranama, probably that is Devaraga, and we are just simply watching. But when she performed the Hanuman Chalisa, which is, in our own ragas, because some type of Hanuman is always there with us, so we are able to connect. Yes or no? Yeah. So, when the king liked the Manusha Ragas, and honored that lady. But they did not honor the lady who mastered Deva ragas, which are very difficult. And she was pretty much upset. And of course, they coming out of the court, and then they were very much disappointed, rather. And that was the time Nadhamuni Swami was just passing by and saw them, and then asked, why you look so much depressed? What is the matter with you? And they said, Swami, I am actually mastering the Deva ragas, but unfortunately that was not recognized. Put lot of effort to know that and to learn that. And my sister of course mastered the Manushya ragas, and of course that was normal, people are able to appreciate, and she was honored, but I didn't. Nadhamuni Swami asked her to just sing a couple of songs. And she, when sung, Nadhamuni Swami understood the depth of those things. And he said, nothing to worry. Come on, tomorrow, let's go to the king again. And before that, Nadhamuni Swami visited that king and said, that I know so many things. It's also the ragas and other performances. And the king said, how can we understand that you know many ragas, etc.? We need to have certificate, right? Do you have any universities recognition? And there were no universities then to recognize them. And then he said, doesn't matter. You bring 143 bells in different sizes with different weights. And if you bell them, and when I see once, and then put the curtain in front of me, and then bell it, I will tell which number bell you are ringing. Is it possible? We have some students in our school for blind children. We are running schools for blind children. There are some students who are able to say, when you, I think now the cell phones are iPhones, but before that we used to have the phones, which when we press, they used to give a kind of sound. If you push that, they are able to say which number you are pushing just by listening to the sound. It is possible, of course, there is a difference. They are able to grasp it very well. Like that, Nadhamuni Swami said, 143 bells with different sizes, having different weights, definitely they give different sounds, isn't it? Small bell produces a kind of sound, big bell produces another type of sound. It is normal. And even the same size of bell also with different weights also gives a different type of sound. In your home, you can test it on your utensils before cooking, making a kind of sound on them. And then the king was, just surprised. Is it so? He said, test. Then they made 143 bells with different sizes and weights, and then showed to him once, then organized a curtain. Nadhamuni Swami was sitting on the other side with the people, and the people who are just belling them were sitting behind the curtain, and they numbered 1 to 143, and then they started ringing each bell, and Nadhamuni Swami said, this is 41. And this sound is from 58, this sound is from 68, this sound is from 93, this sound is from 3. For all the bells he said so. King surprised and said, sir, you seem to be master so far as the acoustics are concerned, and the sound science is concerned. I am very much astonished. seeing your skill. How can I reward you? He said, you need not reward me. I never expect any kind of reward from you. But I'd like to tell you something, my dear king. The other day, a lady came to you who mastered Devaraga, but she was not at all recognized. And but the other one who came with Manushya Ragas, of course, she received some kind of rewards from you. But it is always the duty of a king to protect this kind of skills and art. He said, I didn't know, sir. Please tell me, what can I do? And then, of course, he brought that lady and then he explained the beauty of the Devaragas, and then the king was able to adore that. The same person presented the Nalayira Divya Prabandhas to us. You understand? Now we listen to Nalayira Divya Prabandhams, right, from our acharyas when they chant them in the temples, and each one of those songs are built in Devaragas. And Nathamuni Swami was knowing all of them. And of course, nowadays we chant all of those things in equally. When M.S. Subbalakshmi sings Tirupavai songs, for our normal ears, all the songs, they look very similar. There may be difference, but for lay persons like us, they look pretty similar. But those who know the depths of those songs and the ragas, they are able to appreciate, isn't it? When Nathamuni Swami explained to the king about the greatness of that specific raga and the impact of that raga, then he was able to appreciate. Srimati Archana ji performed all the meanings of those namas in her performance, but when we are like the kings, you are all kings, probably more than kings, I think I expect you should be like kings only, more generous in supporting great causes. But while doing so, I suggest you to read Vishnu Sahasranama. Maybe most of you must be memorizing that, knowing by heart. That's okay. Understand the meanings of those words perfectly. Perfectly. Not from the books who probably made some kind of discount in the names. No. But there is a great Acharya called Parasara Bhattar, who contributed a very beautiful commentary to Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra, making us understand the relevance of each name, though it repeated 4 times. What is the meaning of that particular nama first time, second time, third time, and fourth time? What is the difference? Though look similar. This is the greatness of that commentary. Get that commentary. Available, of course. In English it is available. In Tamil it is available. In Telugu it is available. In Hindi that is available. So nowadays it's not a difficult task, You can get it just at the click of your phone. So get it and try to read it. Then we'll invite Archana ji once again to give the performance so that we can appreciate the greatness of those names and the depth of her performance in doing that chantings. I'm very happy today. Wonderful thing is done, Amma. God bless you. Being a doctor, and you learnt this and doing this just for the sake of service. That really, really adorable, I say. Our Ravi Reddy ji was telling, she said, when such a great, unique event like SAMATHA ISHTI is conducted, I don't need anything. I don't need even the traveling expenditure. Just I do this for the sake of the Perumal, as Perumal Kainkariyam. That is the greatness of this doctor. So I am very happy, Amma, for your generous thought in sharing the name of the Lord. There is a saying in Bhagavatam, who is more charitable? Gives $1 million, does he become a charitable guy? Or if he gives 1 crore, 10 millions, does he become a charitable guy? Bhagavatam says, whoever share the greatness of the names of the Lord, bhurida janaha te, those who chant the names of the Lord and share those names with others, they are the greatest charitable donors. Money comes and goes. Bhagavan Nama never goes, right? And it keeps on increasing its value, minute after minute, second after second, day by day. So that is what Dr. Archana ji is doing, and I am very, very happy. Let your generosity grow. Let your charity grow. God should bless you, Amma, for that wonderful thing. Wonderful. So nice, Amma. God bless you, Amma.
This is the gift that Bhagavan has given us, showing such pictures.
Jai Sriman Narayana. This is the first time I am seeing the Dr. Archana also, but we are in conversation through our senior committee member, Sriman Krishna Rao. He was telling me from Samohram time, she wants to dance before the Swamiji. But fortunately for her, she has danced here. Swamiji, Samohram, Susunte, Swami might have not had a time to see our performance. She was fortunate. Swami sat for more than 1 hour. Swamiji has witnessed her dance. So, that is the essence of our Dr. Archana's dance today. Jai Sriman Narayana.